Hello and welcome to the Johncast, the podcast for cool and smart kids. This is your oasis from homework, vegetables, and your parents. Winter. The time of the year to go sledding, to have snowball fights, and winter sports. Let me tell you two stories of winter sports that are quite amusing. So my sister likes to go skiing. And when she goes skiing, she does all these daredevil trails. And one day, she got her comeuppance for doing a triple black diamond on her third time skiing. Ugh, she's gonna kill herself. And so she decides to go down Lower Arrowhead. That's a black diamond trail she hasn't tried yet. And she's like, hey, why don't we try it out? And her friend Joe says, sure, why not? So Joe's snowboarding down the mountain. He gets down there very easily. Then my sister goes down Lower Arrowhead. She falls on her skis and slides down on her butt the rest of the way down. Yep, true story. Pretty funny, huh? Okay, here's the second story. So, last winter, we went on vacation to the Swiss Alps. And we're on the Matterhorn. And we're going sledding. And we're going down this... It's not a hill, it's like a track sled run. And, we have to use wooden sledges because, plastic ones... Well, I mean, come on. You're sledding down 7,000-foot mountains. You could die. So, yeah, you need to use the wooden sledges. And my dad couldn't figure out how to steer. No, that's not very good. It's not good at all. So, I'm kind of lucky. I ended up with my mom when we went down sledding. Christine was the unlucky girl to go with my dad. And now, Dad, he crashes right into the stop sign. It's big, huge, it says stop, and it was pretty funny. We all laughed, and we saw that they weren't hurt, of course. Well, pretty funny, huh? So winter sports can be hazardous. So, next time you go skiing, know your limits. Next time you go sledding, make sure you know how to steer. And stay away from my sister. She's bad luck when it comes to winter sports. Ow! Okay, Christine. Alright, it appears that by our popular demand that my sister wants me to tell a story about me because she's complaining I'm making her look bad. So, here's what I'll tell you. Now, I'm not that great at skiing either. Yeah, sure, I can go down a black diamond trail, but I've only really done it once, and that was really the freestyle terrain course, which is the easiest one. It is the funnest one, though. But anyway, so when our teacher tried to have us go down a black diamond, Lenape, everybody else could do it except for me. I was scared. My legs wouldn't move. It was really annoying, too, because everybody was, getting impatient with me. So I'm like, legs, move! And they're like, no, we don't want to be broken! So it took me ages, but I finally got down the mountain. Here's my hard question of the week. What is black when you buy it, red when you use it, and gray when you throw it away? It's time for the Ask John segment. Here's a question from a viewer.
Hi, John. I'm Christine. I live in New York also. In the bedroom right next to you. Now, I want to ask you a question. Why do you ski so slowly?
Ha, you're a riot, Christine. The reason why I ski so slowly is because I don't want to kill myself. That's why, Daredevil. If you want to ask a question too, go to my site at homeschoolson.com/podcast. Do you want to slap your sister for slander? Or beat up your brother for bursting a balloon on your head? Then John's Pranks is just for you. For only $999.99. We'll show you the best pranks and how to use them. We'll give you a free sample right here and now. Do you want revenge on your brother? Well, here's a quick and easy prank to do on them. So, if they drink a lot of soda, you take a push pin and poke a hole right at the top and ask if they want some soda. Then, when they drink it, the soda will go all over their shirt. Rub it in by saying, "Boy, you sure are messy. Do you need a sippy cup?" John's pranks is not responsible for any damage done to buttocks because of results of said prank. That was basically like the fine print of an ad, but on a podcast. Recently, I played in the Scholastic Chess Championship of New York. It was one of the biggest, most competitive tournaments in the country, if not the world. And the first game, I won easily. Second game was a little bit harder, but I won. The third game was probably my hardest game, but I won. And as the tournament progresses, you have to understand that the winners play the winners. So if you win the game in your first round, then you're going to play somebody who also won their first game too. And in the second round, in the third round, if you won both of your games, you're going to play somebody who also won both of their games. So it gets really harder as you go on and start winning. And so that brings us to the fourth round, where I played a kid who was a lot higher rated than me, and I beat him. And not just by a little bit, I beat him badly. I beat him in 16 moves. I mashed him to a pulp. I annihilated him. And, this kid was upset. He was crying. I would be too. You just won 3 games. You have a perfect record, and somebody just gets rid of it in 16 moves. But he doesn't say good game, no nothing. He just runs off. But before he runs off to his little hidey hole, he tells the scorekeepers one thing: the game was a draw, which means it was a tie. So this kid is saying that we had tied the game, and this infuriated me. I barely heard him say it, but the damage was done. I heard him. I went over there. I set those score ladies straight, and I'm like, look, here's the score. Here's the notation. I won. That kid was lying. So they try and find him, but no, he's already off in his hovel. So I'm like, whatever. They're giving me the point. Yep. So I just went on to my 5th game, where I played somebody who had also won all 4 of their games, and I won. I was so happy about it, because that means I had a perfect record, and I would probably win the tournament. So, yes, I'm gonna win the tournament. Well, not so fast. Some other kid also has a perfect record too of 5 wins. So I played him in a 5-minute game. So we each have 5 minutes on our clocks. We're moving really fast, and I won! Yay! I won all my games with a perfect record. I should have first place. Except not so fast again. The crybaby kid from round 4, who I beat like a little red-haired step kid. Oops, I'm not allowed to say that. So the kid I annihilated in the 4th round, he comes back with his coach and a score sheet that had been changed, that we did, in fact, draw on some technicality. And this kid has the gall to hide when the scorekeepers come looking for him, then come back 2 hours later, 2 hours, with a doctored score sheet, and complain about it. So he did 5 things wrong. 1, he got beaten by me. 2, he was unsportsmanlike. 3, he lied about the result. 4, he goes running off and hiding. And 5, he comes back and lies about it. But, long story short, I got the win, and I got the first place, complete with the massive trophy. Anyway, that's all for today's episode of the Johncast. Hope to see you soon. Goodbye.